Welcome to Sample Exams, where software testing questions get solved, step by step. Let's get started. There are two equivalence partitions that are not yet covered, which correspond to student discount and pensioner discount. Answer A is not correct. Current year minus birth year equals 64, so these inputs correspond to the already covered no discount partition. Answer B is correct. Current year minus birth year equals 65, so these inputs correspond to a partition that is not yet covered. Pensioner discount. Answer C is not correct. Current year minus birth year equals minus 65, so these inputs correspond to the already covered error message partition. Answer D is not correct. Current year minus birth year equals 18, so these inputs correspond to the already covered no discount partition. E is correct. Current year minus birth year equals 0, so these inputs correspond to a partition that is not yet covered. Student discount. Answer A is not correct. Test progress reports are mostly used during test monitoring and control, and test completion, not during test design. Answer B is correct. A test completion report is prepared during test completion, when a project, test level, or test type is complete and when, ideally, its exit criteria have been met. This report uses information from test progress reports and other data. Answer C is not correct. Test progress reports are mostly used during test monitoring and control, and test completion, not during test analysis. Answer D is not correct. Test progress reports are most used during test monitoring and control, and test completion, not during test planning. Answer A is not correct. The expected result is the application should accept the provided input and create the user. The actual result is the application hangs up after entering test input. Answer B is not correct. There is a reference to the test case and to the related requirement, and it states that the defect is rejected. Also, the defect status would not be very helpful for the developers. Answer C is correct. We do not know in which test environment the anomaly was detected, and we also do not know which application and its version is affected. Answer D is not correct. The defect report states that the anomaly is urgent, that it is a global issue, i.e., many, if not all, test administration accounts are affected, and states the impact is high for business stakeholders. Answer A is correct. The primary benefit of independence in testing is that testers are more likely to identify different types of failures and defects compared to developers, due to their varied backgrounds, technical viewpoints, and potential biases, including cognitive bias. However, the main disadvantage of independence in testing is that testers may become isolated from the development team, leading to communication problems, a lack of collaboration, and potentially an adversarial relationship, with testers being blamed for delays and bottlenecks in the release process. Answer B is not correct. A developer's familiarity with the code does not mean that they rarely find defects in it. Instead, this familiarity means they can efficiently find many defects in their own code. And, rather than developers and testers having a shared background, developers having a different background to testers is normally cited as the reason that testers and developers find different kinds of defects. Answer C is not correct. Testing can be conducted at different levels of independence, ranging from no independence for the author to very high independence for testers from outside the organization. In most projects, multiple levels of independence are utilized, with developers performing component and component integration testing, the test team performing system and system integration testing, and business representatives performing acceptance testing. So, testers can be in the developer's team and do not need to come from outside the organization. Knowledge of the application domain will change from case to case and is not dependent on the level of independence. Answer D is not correct. Testing can be conducted at different levels of independence, ranging from no independence for the author to very high independence for testers from outside the organization, with testers from outside the developer's team generally more independent than testers from within the team. However, there is more reason to believe that testers from outside the team are likely to be more isolated from the developers and so are more likely to be blamed for delays in product release. Answer A is correct. When a system is retired, this can require testing of data migration, which is a form of maintenance testing. Answer B is not correct. Regression testing verifies whether a fix accidentally affected the behavior of other parts of the code, but now we are talking about data migration to a new system. Answer C is not correct. Component testing focuses on individual hardware or software components, not on data migration. Answer D is not correct. Integration testing focuses on interactions between components and/or systems, not on data migration. Answer A is correct. The client is in a different location and time zone, so it may be difficult to communicate face-to-face. Answer B is not correct. Dashboards are usually available to any user at any time, so the difference in time zones will not be as much of a hindrance to communication as verbal, face-to-face communication. Answer C is not correct. Although the time difference between Europe and America is several hours, and this may cause some inconvenience, it's certainly not as great as with communicating face-to-face. Answer D is not correct. Video conferencing tools are a convenient means of communication. Although communication between Europe and America during working hours usually requires one party to connect in the very early or very late hours, this is not as much of an inconvenience as verbal, face-to-face communication. R4 is not correct. A member without a missed deadline can get a discount and a gift t-shirt after 15 bicycle rentals. R2 is not correct. A member without a missed deadline can get a discount but no gift t-shirt until they rented a bicycle 15 times. R6 is not correct. Non-members cannot get a discount, even if they did not miss a deadline yet. R8 is correct. No discount as a non-member that has also missed a deadline, but only members can receive a gift t-shirt. Hence, the action is not correct. Answer A is not correct. These three values achieve full coverage of the equivalence partitions, but full coverage can be achieved with two values. Answer B is not correct. These three values achieve full coverage of the equivalence partitions, but full coverage can be achieved with two values. Answer C is correct. Value 1 covers length incorrect and number of different digits incorrect. Value 1234 covers length correct and number of different digits correct. These two values cover all four identified equivalence partitions. Answer D is not correct. This set does not cover the number of different digits incorrect equivalence partition. Answer A is not correct. The whole team approach allows any team member with the requisite skills and knowledge to undertake any task. However, that does not mean that team members can take on any role at any time. Typically, they only take on roles in which they are competent, and there is no suggestion that every team member can do every role. Answer B is not correct. The whole team approach applies to how a single team, typically in agile software development, works. It does not cover how multiple teams are supposed to work on larger projects, and it does not suggest that only one whole team is needed for a complete project. Answer C is not correct. The whole team approach does not expect every team member to be involved in every important decision. For instance, there is no need for the business representative, i.e., the product owner, to be involved in every technical decision that does not affect the business outcome, and implementing such an approach would unnecessarily slow down the team's progress. Answer D is correct. By leveraging the diverse skill sets of each team member most effectively, the whole team approach fosters superior team dynamics, promotes robust communication and collaboration, and generates a team synergy that benefits the entire project. Answer A is correct. Test automation can provide measures that are too complicated for humans to derive, such as white box test coverage measures for all but the most trivial code. Answer B is not correct. By using test tools, the responsibility for the testing is not shared with the tool vendor, as the vendor is not involved in the testing, and it is the tester's responsibility. The only possible responsibility that could be assigned to the tool vendor is if the tool fails to work as expected and provides incorrect test results. Answer C is not correct. Testers still need to perform critical thinking when analyzing anomalies in the test results to determine their likely cause. Answer D is not correct. Neither testers nor tools can generate test cases simply from an analysis of the program code, as the code is the implementation and provides no information on the expected results, which will need to come from another part of the test basis, such as the design specification. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more testing tips and exam walkthroughs. See you in the next video.